What's up, guy? One second. I need to make a couple adjustments here. What up, Jesse? Scrunchy. I thought... Yeah, we'll see. I was messing around with my configuration on stream again. Quick second. Let me make an announcement on Discord. Oh. Okay, so it is showing down there. I wanted the chat to show up on the screen. What's going on, Mike? What are you talking about, Scrunchy? Let's see. Let me get the link. Alright. Alright. I think we're good. One second. Alright. What's going on, Liam? Josh, man, it worked for some people last night. Somebody got a burr. I think there was some mid runes. There was some good items dropped. Somebody got. There was some people getting some stuff yesterday afternoon. Sorry, I streamed yesterday afternoon. Oh, that sucks, man. That's unfortunate. Did you just get a new power supply? Did you just fix your or did you get a new computer? Power supplies are usually pretty easy to set up or put in. Sundrop. Here's the unsponsored plug. I should put it on my screen somewhere. I hear you. Yeah, it happens, man. I've changed out a few power supplies. What's up, Praetorian? Wouldn't be the first time. There you go. Wade, what's up, man? Did y'all see where they changed the launcher to where everything's happening on Wednesday? Nice. I thought you had a faith already. I hear you, Lapoo. Mike, dude. I mean, that's a pretty damn nice skiller. 42 life. You might have used up some luck for a little while, dude. That's actually pretty primo. I got you. Yeah, I thought you had rolled that faith a while back. What'd you end up getting? What base did you end up getting? No, I said Lapoo. $12 ED. Yeah, it's not bad. Dude, a 15.3 is be just so hard to get. Did you find it, or did you end up trading for one? What's up, Bo? I hear you. Hey, I don't know if I don't know if you guys seen the Druid video I put out today, but make sure to watch at the very beginning when I start the chaos part of it, and you see the low rune pop out of the little skull pile. That had me kind of torqued. Nothing like finding a high rune on PTR. That's one thing you don't want to see when you're on PTR trading, is getting good stuff to drop. How the hell did you get that? Praetorian. That sounds very expensive. Don't get Alienware, whatever you do. Alienware is not in a good place right now. They haven't actually been since Dell bottom out. I would not own a Dell, and I would not own an Alienware at this point in time. They're not using good components for their PCs. I'd do some serious research. You could find a decent PC for $1,000. Well, are you wanting a laptop? What's up, Bob? I mean, people are going to have their opinions, but I mean, I follow this one guy that does a lot of PC reviews and stuff, and I've seen actually quite a few, and nobody has anything good to say about Alienware. Definitely stay away from them. I don't know what Omen is. I'd have to look. But look up some reviews. If you have certain ones in mind, look them up on YouTube. There's several guys that do unbiased reporting on that stuff. Yeah, first check both of those, and if you had your eye on those. Just don't take my word for it. Look it up. But I have not heard any good things about Alienware in a long time, and they used to be top of the line, but that was before Dell bottomed out. After Dell took over Alienware, they quickly went in the shitter. So I would not touch an Alienware PC. But yeah, there's some really good smaller companies that really put out some really good product. I mean, you could get customer pre-built, and there's a bunch of options out there. Just do a little bit of research. I'd stay away from Dell, and I don't know that much about HP, but I haven't heard very many good things about HP. Yeah, just definitely do some research, 100%. Where'd Diablo go? What the hell? He was hiding. Bastard. I did get a pre-built. I did some research, and I got what's the name of the company? I can't see it off the top of my head. And it was a pre-built system, and it's a larger outfit, but they had some pretty good reviews. And they actually had, at the time, they had video cards in stock. So that's what I went with. There you go. He's already found a Chamaran. Bad burial. Unfortunately, Shapeshift's going to be going in the crapper, man. So I don't. I think people are hedging their bets unless they update the feral stuff soon. Yeah, Skytech. That's what it is. No complaints so far. Again, and I choose to go away from Intel as far as processors. Um, so that's always been kind of my thing, and I've never had any issues. Intel just, you're paying for a name, and you don't really gain a whole lot from it. Plan B, I don't know, dude. I'm thinking a week or two. Yeah, I got like mine's a Ryzen. I think it's 49, but it's solid. I'm going sorceress. I always go sorceress first, just because of the magic find capabilities and speed. Um, I don't know what I'm gonna do after that. I don't think I'm gonna go Pally second this time. I might actually go with that druid build. I'd like to see how strong I can make shapeshift build. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. I'm probably run a hybrid, fire or something. I really want to do Hydra, but it's gonna have to be in a hybrid build. Probably like a Hydra orb. I might even go like orb firewall again. But I'll probably end up in some sort of lightning after that. And once I go at full build, I'm debating whether to go with the lightning with the Nova Sorc. I probably should test that a little more and try and get a 200 FCR build on PTR before it goes away, and see what the 200 FCR build feels like. This is level 95. Praetorian, yeah, that's what I had before I went to this system. I had a 1080 Ti. 2000 series are still fine. Yeah, you won't go wrong with 2000 series. I was running this game on a 1080. It was just when I cranked up Streamlabs, that's when I was running into processor issues or graphics issues. Yeah, right, Bo. I wish it was that simple. Yeah, Mike, it does. Like if you go, I built a Sorc. We might look at it. I got a Sorc on PTR that I set up with the Dragon and Dream setup, and you max Lightning Mastery and Fire Mastery, and it does affect the auras. Yeah, Robbie, I mean, that's not bad. The problem with the pricing right now is still the video cards. Even the 2000 series are still going for kind of a premium. I paid for this system, I want to say it was around 1600, and that was a 3060 Ti, 16 gig RAM. I think it was a 10 gig video card. The Ryzen, I believe it's 4900. I mean, for 1600, that's not bad considering it's a 3000 series card. Scuzzle, I don't think they're going to nerf it. I don't think they're going to touch the R's, perfectly honest. I think they're going to leave them as they are. People seem to think they might nerf it, but I'm not thinking they will. Yeah, I bet, Robbie. I mean, surprisingly, this game is it's not fully optimized. I don't think there was issues when it first dropped where it was really cranking the 3000 series video cards. So I think they've done some stuff optimizing the game, but this game is shockingly graphics intensive for how old it is. I mean, I get that they up the graphics on it, but still. Yeah, I hear you. Rain, what's up, man? Y'all want to see the Arden real quick? Or the Sorc Arden? I think I got it set up. Let's take a look at it real quick. You guys are talking about it. I still have it on PTR if I'm not mistaken. I don't think I switched off of it. Yeah, which I'm not going to run anything. I just want to, yeah, it's a Sorc, a Sorcarden. A Sorcarden. I'm pretty sure I left it there. Let's take a look. Yeah. Yeah, I got it on there still. So this is not the full fire one. This is actually with dual dream and dual holy fire. So if you look, I got the dragon and the hand of justice set up. This gives me 30 holy fire, level 30 holy fire, and if you max fire mastery, it will synergize with this. And then I got the dual dream, and you max lightning mastery, and that synergizes as well. So max lightning, max fire, and then I dump points into blizzard, which orb would have probably been better, so I don't have to worry about as much in synergy points. So orb probably better, but right now it's max blizz with almost full on one of the synergies. So technically you have 3 different LEs going. Yeah, right, Praetorian, say that. So, and then I got the infinity on the merc. Yeah, so it's Arden with teleport. Unfortunately, with this, your faster cast rate's really slow because you need to technically get FCR rings. I got 20 off the gloves. You'll need a FCR amulet. So that's where you teleport kind of slow. But it's not horrible. See, I mean, it's not a terribly slow cast, but right now the cast rate's not great. But then you get the advantage of 3 Ellies going at once. So if I just teleport around, it still hits pretty hard. And then you just throw a blizz in the middle of everything. So it's pretty. It's not as OP as the paladin running it. I don't think the synergies from masteries are as high as the synergies from the paladin. But it's decent. See? But yeah, it's a pretty funny build. Extremely expensive. Yeah, I mean, and it's again, this is not anywhere near max setup. Um, this helps a little bit because it's not a true synergy. So the skill points there actually does up the aura damage a little bit. Yeah, no, it doesn't. But again, I think you can make this better. If you're bouncing around and throwing orbs at the same time, you could really clear fast. Like I said, I put it in Blizzard, so it's not as fast. But I think if you took this and was fast casting orb as you teleport around, everything would just be dead so quick. Mike, I mean, I think the whole point would be, I mean, it could work, but the whole idea is not actually really touch anything. And again, if you had orb, you could really cast that around while teleporting, and it'd probably be pretty nasty. I think orb is way better than Blizzard here. But the R damage is definitely decent. I mean, it's not, like again, not as strong as the Pally, but it's still pretty strong. I think it's funny. It's kind of a troll build. Again, yeah, I think I'd go orb. I haven't tested it. I could go the 3 dragon, or the 2 dragon pieces, and Hand of Justice. Then you could put on like maybe I think Flickering Flame with those 3 would be pretty crazy as well, and you'd still dump a lot of points into cold. And then you got a lot more points left over because then you're only maxing fire mastery, and then go cold or lightning, I guess technically. It's kind of weird. But yes, the masteries do up the aura damage in this setup. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. I don't want to farm on PTR. I'll lose my luck my luck there. But it's kind of cool. I mean, you'd get a little bit from it, but the merc wearing those, you don't gain energy synergy damage buffs. So it's the pulse damage is nowhere near as much. So it's kind of a waste. You don't gain that much damage from the pulse. Yeah, fire in PvP might be pretty nasty, especially with the Hydras. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, a little bit, but the pulse damage, I'm willing to bet the pulse damage with a merc with the set on is maybe a fifth, a fourth of the damage from the actual, because of the synergy boost. Yeah, because you need conviction a little bit for, well, for the, at least for the dream part of it, Praetorian. So the radius technically is a little wider, but a portion of that radius is going to be a lot less damage. So I don't know, and you know, if you go Act 3, if with a Sorc specifically, you don't get conviction at that point, so that hurts you as well. Maybe with a Pally it'll be a little better because you could run conviction on the Paladin, so that'll help the merc damage. There's a lot of oddball setups we're going to see with 2.4. A lot. You're going to see some really crazy builds out there, which is great. I mean, it opens it up to more creativity, so that's always a good thing. I don't mind it. We're not going to be into quite as few meta builds. There's going to be a lot more, and that's kind of the point of it. Open it up, you know. Once you get to, ooh, somebody want a 1% grand charm. That's the ultimate troll charm right there. I'm not aware of an invisible merc bug. Somebody on Discord was talking about that 1% grand the other day. Praetorian, you at work right now? Are they? I remember somebody saying something about it the other day, and then I just get one. Let's see some color. Come on. Storm shield. Ethereal? Nope. I got too many of those. Well, I've found too many of those. I kept like one or two just in case, but yeah, I get those quite a bit. It used to be a really exciting thing when you found a storm shield. I'm gonna hang on to this for now. What's up, Mark? What's up, Mike? Michael? I think, or can it not? It might be indestructible. I don't remember. Might not. It might be indestructible. I don't remember off the top of my head. What's up, Eric? Just getting rolling. We already found us a storm shield, left it on the ground. The Pooh's already found a charm rune, so people already stealing my mojo. Didn't take long either. Teleport. I hear you, man. If that had some run walk on it, that'd be nice. Oh, dude, that sucks. Troll.
Not even death can save you from me.
Yeah, that whole scammer thing, man, they've been doing that from day one. I just never understood the thought process behind it. I guess some people just get off on it. It's kind of weird to me. It's possible. Chaos has been kind of a jaw slot machine for me. Ah, that sucks, dude. Well, if you run right now, if you run like Chaos right now, it ups your chances of getting one. Yeah, wait, I know. I've just never used it. I've just never have. But this works for me, so I don't. Why fit it in if I don't really need to use it? Some people live by Telly. I mean, they hit it for everything, even picking up gold and stuff. I've just never been in my wheelhouse. I mean, honestly, I didn't know what Telly did for the longest time. Who said I needed to change my life? Nah, it wasn't.
Not even death can save you from me.
I'd definitely hold on to it if it was a skiller. Well, a Jav skiller. I hadn't seen a single rune yet. I know some people seriously good with Telly, like stealing or in pub games, grabbing loot. Yeah, wait, my wife would agree with you on that one, actually. What's up, Basilio? Really? I thought you could grab items. That used to be a thing, wasn't it? Couldn't you telly items before? Has it always been that way? I swear they used to, back in the day, used to be able to grab items like off the bosses and stuff when it dropped. What's up, JD? Used to? thought you could, because I kind of remember that back in the day when you'd run pub games like Bail or something, or Diablo or whatever, and then people would snatch items that way. Can you grab runes with it? Or is it literally just gold and potions? I remember dudes used to run Picket. I think that's what it was called. That it would automatically, third party that automatically grabbed items. Ah, gotcha. I think it was called Picket, or was that the one that just picked up gold? There was one that you could use that just picked up gold, like it does now, where it just auto picks it up when you ran by it. And there was one that would grab the items automatically. There used to be so many damn third-party programs back in the day. Grabbed anything you told it. Okay, so you could customize it. Because I think I even like downloaded one where it would just automatically pick up gold when I ran by it. That's the only one I think I used. But then, you know, I stopped doing pub games because of that. Because you wouldn't even see the stuff hit the ground. I mean, it was gone so quick. I mean, when the boss loot dropped, it was just gone. You didn't even see it. It was just vanished. That was the most frustrating thing with pub games. I get this tomb on a lot. Black Hand? No, that's King. I don't remember. I think that's a pretty good roll one. I don't remember how many of these were random stat. I think that's a pretty good roll on that. I do remember people running map pack, and of course everybody, well, I say everybody, there's a lot of people running Pendlebot. I never ran any of the hacks except for the one that, I guess you could call it a hack, that picked up the gold. Yeah, I was about to look. I couldn't remember if it had random rolls on it now. It's just always good. It could be. Okay, so I just want to double check it. King Leoric. 223. Yeah, all the yeah, no random stats. It's just always good. Lapu would be correct. I couldn't remember. What don't you think is working? Dude, there's nothing wrong with a metal grid. It has some use. What's going on, Ed? Looking for that first rune drop. Charles, what's up, man? It's going pretty good. It's a Monday. But yeah, whatever. So Wednesday looks like the day, We'll find out if they're going to actually update anything on PTR. I have a feeling they're not. I'll give it about a 70% shot. We're going to get a ladder announcement, like when it's going to be this week. I think they're going to announce it this week. Wow, Ed, what the hell? Just now? Charles, that was a little while back. Yeah, I got some. I think that was one of the. It was the contest one, wasn't it? Well, it was like all knives or something, wasn't it? First room, shale. Yeah, the 60-minute challenge one, that was it. Ed, I still haven't gotten one, dude, and you've gotten 3? Saigons. Oh, really, Domat? That's kind of weird. Is this on live? Or a regular server? It's not PTR? It's not bad. Bad burial. Gold rune's a good start, dude. I'll take one right now. I don't know what I'd do with it. I think I just got like this thing for collecting runes. Dude, what are you doing? Why are you just standing there? Yeah, I still want to get that griff. I just want to play this lightning Sorc with the griffins. Before ladder, at least. You know, I think I might delete this character for ladder. And just when I re-roll another Sorc, because at the end of ladder season, all your characters roll back into your regular character list. So then I'll have 2 sorcerers. I think I'm gonna delete this one once I start ladder, and that's how I'm gonna make room for a ladder character. Nah, Basilio, I'm just running a Hodo. No, well, the way it used to work was the characters rolled in. Not just the items. Your characters became part of your normal account after ladder. Ah, that one got me. Got one of these yesterday. Didn't roll very good though. Oops. I think that's a good roll. I think that's a good roll on that one. Well, I haven't said that. I mean, they haven't said whether that will be the case with this ladder. That's how it used to work, but you didn't have stashed the extra tabs back then. They might change it for this ladder. I mean, they haven't really given us any info on ladder outside of they're going to be a ladder season. I mean, but the way it worked when ladder ended, those characters became part of your regular list of characters. So, unless they change it, I will be deleting this sorceress. So when I roll my ladder sorceress, when the season ends, it'll become my sorceress on my main account again until the next one rolls. Well, Praetorian, I'm looking at it this way. I mean, there's really no need for me to have two sorceress. I don't really want to do two of them. So it'll just be taking the place of the one I have. No, I don't think it does. It has nothing to do with the offline stuff. Compare this to what I got later. But I would assume they're going to give us a little more info before the ladder season actually drops. But again, that's how it used to work. I do have like one free slot right now where I have a mule that's just empty at this point because I kind of cleared it out. But if it's going to end up being like the original ladder seasons, I'll just delete this sorceress because I won't be playing on normal once ladder starts. I'm 95. And I want to use the same name anyway, so. There's that as well. But again, we'll see. Though I would hope they'd give us some detail just to reiterate how it's going to work. Nice, big. Yeah, mine rolled actually really crappy ED, but all I care about is the aura, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, it's nice to see a good roll at least. I think mine rolled like 270 something. Might even be worse. What did mine roll? 260. That's right, because I think 255 was bottom, or 250. Yeah, I submitted it that first day. And I've done a couple after that, like individual ones, but I sent them that stuff like early on. Man, I don't really think so. I mean, I have a feeling my ladder Sorc, by the time ladder season ends, will probably be about the same level. So, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, spacing is going to become an issue. Oops, forgot to kill these. Spacing's going to be an issue at some point. And we're going to have to start deleting if they don't expand beyond the 20 slots. I mean, because we're going to run into this each ladder season at some point. If you don't delete some of the characters, you're going to run out of mules. And again, this might be leading us to the maybe being character slots as a microtransaction. I could see that happening as well. That's true, Ken. That's not a bad point, actually. You could actually equip some of the gear for space. That's actually a pretty good point. I didn't think about that. No, Ed, I have not. Just seems like an awful lot of hassle to just to throw on your merc real quick. Couldn't remember which ones those were. I need to be checking these now ever since that low rune popped out of the skull pile. I'm paranoid about missing those. Almost time to switch to some full clears on the Arden. Might do a couple more runs and then switch. I probably could consolidate a lot of the stuff that I have on mules. At the very beginning, you know, I was keeping all kind of stuff just in case I needed it. But now, for the most part, on non-ladder, most of the stuff I don't need. I haven't. Seemed like I looked at Elden Ring. I don't remember now. I think I looked at it. It wasn't really like my style of game. I don't remember though. Is it live now? I mean, it's out right now, isn't it? All right, one more, and then I'm gonna switch to the Paladin. It feels off kilter. Keyboard's rattling. Yeah, I did see that, Liam. Everything's getting consolidated. Somebody's going to start getting hit with suits to keep monopolies from growing. All the developers getting gobbled up. The antitrust suits have got to come at some point. There's no way that they're going to keep letting these companies buy up all these developers. I'm honestly surprised Amazon hadn't jumped into it harder than they have. Well, they're playing chess at this point. Activision fired that, or Microsoft fired the opening salvo with the Activision buyout, so now they're all going to go into a feeding frenzy. Solid, Liam. Solid. I got a shale. But I'm about to mix it up. I'm going to go full clear with the pally for a couple rounds. Activision is just... Ah, man. They're making me cry right now. They're doing so many bad things. I played PUBG for a pretty good while. Back in the day when I was playing it... Ooh, Vortex Shield. I was playing PUBG just solo. Nobody I knew was playing it at the time. It's not ethereal. 3 sockets, 7 resist. You suck. God. I enjoyed PUBG for what it was. I was horrible with the looting aspect of it, because you had to put stuff together, and if you had like a sight on one gun, you want to switch it on another gun, and it was that part of it I didn't really care for. But the game style is, I just like BRs in general, so I enjoyed PUBG for what it was. But it's been a while since I played it. I think there's still quite a few people playing it though. And I don't know what they're doing with that portion of it. There were holes in the pally builds, which they pretty much address. Pallies are just done. They're finished. There's no need to do anything else with paladins. I don't think there's anything you could change with paladins. But the Druid IAS change is really weird. Oh, I didn't realize it went free to play. Huh. Yeah, that'll do it. Well, they've always had microtransactions in the game too, right? Didn't they? Wasn't there like skins and stuff you could buy in PUBG? Seems like you could. Yeah, but I haven't touched it in a while. Alright, incoming Oridan. Chatladen. Once I get out of the river. Unfortunately, the full-blown Oridan, I don't have my Enigma now, so that part kind of sucks, but it's still pretty fun. Nice, Can. Alright, now we just aura everything. I heard something about bots in PUBG. Was it literally they were putting AI in the games, and not actual players to fill in the player count? I mean, I really enjoy Warzone. I just wish Activision wasn't running it. I think it'd be way better if Activision wasn't running Warzone at this point. I haven't jumped into PoE in a while. What season are they on right now? No, this Merc is just running, I think I just got a Tomb Reaper on him. Yeah, no, Reaper's Toll. But this guy will be really jacked after 2.4, because I've already got the full Arden set up on this one. 317. I was trying to remember what the last season was I played. It's probably been about a year since I played PoE. It's been a little while. They do a great job of keep updating their game, though. I'll give it to them. They really do a good job on keeping things updated. I actually enjoyed PoE. Hydra Merc bug? I don't know about this bug. What do you mean by Hydra Merc bug? See, that is the thing with PoE. They're constantly adding like whole new dynamics to the game, which is cool. What's up, Don Pedro? What's up, man?
I am overburdened.
Actually, PoE got me back into Diablo 2. I hadn't played Diablo 2 in a while, and so friends of mine asked me if I wanted to play PoE with them, so I got into that, and I was like, this is a lot like Diablo. And I played it for a pretty good while, and then they announced the whole D2R thing, and later on after that, I found like the modded games like Project Diablo and Path of Diablo. Was that the one before that? And that kind of PoE made it kind of full circle. It brought me back into Diablo. I'm doing pretty good, man. How about yourself? Get back here, Merc. Good to hear, good to hear. So yeah, it was kind of funny how that worked out. But I probably played, I don't even know, 2-3 seasons of PoE. I played it a lot. Nice, pretty good. Oh, I didn't know that was a bug. I just thought they died to just hydras in general. I did. Is it really a bug though? Is there something not calculating correctly with the mercs resist or something?
I am overburdened.
I just assumed that they just died fast to hydras. Now I just switched to do a few full clears, then I'm gonna go back. I literally, that was my first run with the Arden. Nina, are they ethereal? This question is very important. Very important question. Okay. Next question. What is the ED on them? No, you still might be good. It just depends on the ED now.
I am overburdened.
I mean, it could very well be, Ed. I don't know. Yeah, that's the important part. The max is 200. I think bottom. What's bottom, guys? Like a 150 for the ED on Titan's Revenge. 190s are fairly valuable. That's kind of the go-to jabs for Javazons. No, that's fine. I mean, that's what you kind of determine value. They're still not going to have a lot of value. Ethereal Titans are what people are really looking for. And then the secondary stat on that is the ED still. But I mean, perfectly honest, they're not uncommon. So if you're looking for trade value, not that big a deal. But they're good if you're going to make a Javazon. Yeah, if they're 198, 199s, you might be able to get something for them. Jalal's. Perfectly honest, I've been giving 199s away. No, you can use because the Titans have replenish quantity as a mod on them. But yeah, ethereal 190 to 200 is crazy valuable. But they replenish quantity, so as long as you don't throw the last jab and let the quantity build back up, you can use the ethereals on your character. And the damage boost from being ethereal is really high. But as far as rarity, unless they're ethereal, not worth a whole lot. Really useful if you don't have a Javazon and you want to make one. But again, like I've been giving them away because they drop pretty often. I found multiples of those. I mean, they're cool to look at, but they're the prime weapon for Javazons, Lightning Fury Zons. But you want, at this point in non-ladder, being that we've been playing for a while, people are just hunting for ethereal ones. So that's kind of where we're at. That's why I liked a lot of times in ladder reset. You know, that it kind of resets the economy. And then 199 ED Titans, like early on in the ladders, actually probably got a little bit of value. Right now, no. But yeah, that's if you see them drop, you're wanting ethereal. And then if they're ethereal, they have value. And if they're high ethereal, they have a lot of value. I thought once you hit the 0 mark, they won't replenish. I could be wrong. I thought that was the case. That's what we're kind of asking now. I thought if you threw the last jab, it wouldn't replenish. But I might be thinking... What am I thinking? No. That's what I'm thinking. I thought they couldn't be replenished. So they don't go away ever at all? Okay. Good to know. I thought they once they hit 0, they wouldn't replenish. But that's why we have these discussions, right? Learn something new every day. Cool. See, I learned something. I would always be afraid even to throw the last one. Die. Now, once it ticks back up to 1, you can repair them to full, right? Or do replenish quantity never be repaired? I don't remember. I hear you, Mama. Did you just now find another charm rune? No, I'm thinking, well, here's my thought. Like, the regular ones, though, you can always repair the quantity, and the quantity goes back to max. Ethereal, the repair never works. So I'm getting that mixed up. Any of you guys ever found an ethereal set? I couldn't even tell you how many Titans I've found at this point since D2R, and I have not found an ethereal set. I've found like multiple 199s. I think I've found like 3 sets of 199s. Nice. Yeah, it's funny. I haven't hit the 200s on those.
Death can save you from me.
Shane, it could be. It's been so long in the hunt for those. Well, I'll probably get an ethereal griff first time it drops. Ah. Double essence. pretty lucky on the not finding ethereal stuff. Well, let me back that up. The stuff that doesn't need to be ethereal, I've been pretty lucky on not getting ethereal. One more run, then I'll switch back to the Sorc. Like, I did find the ethereal Haas, but that actually has some value and a use for one of the items you could actually maybe Zod. But like stuff like the belts and boots and stuff like that, I've found a pair of ethereal sandstorm tracks, which is actually a good thing. I found those. Not that I've actually had really any use for them. Kind of a cool find though. That would be pretty frustrating, Ian. Actually find an ethereal set of those. Being as rare as they are, that would probably, yeah, that would probably torque me a little bit. Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool, Shane. At this point in the game, though, even if I found one that wasn't perfect, I'd probably Zod them, just because. Ooh, that's a pretty rare drop. Don't see those very often. Trying to remember if I even found any of these yet. I think I have. I think I've found one of these already. If not, that should complete my set. I think that just finished my Nats set. Not that it's any good, but it's kind of cool to find those. You don't see those very often. I'll look, Liam. You remember who was looking for him? Because that might be my second one. I don't remember. It's just kind of cool to complete the set. The Scissor Sway are so rare. You don't see them that often. And if you're looking, if you're doing a grail, that's towards the end of your grail drops usually. I'll take a look later. Yeah, I need to make sure if that's my second pair, then I'll see if somebody wants these. Jackson, I'm working up to it, dude. I had told people before, because that kind of stands out. I haven't played in months, and I just now started practicing again, so my fingers stay pretty touchy. I'm trying to build the calluses back up, but I promise once I feel like I'm back to a point where I can got some practice under my belt, I probably will do something at some point on stream.
I am overburdened.
No announcement on the ladder. They haven't actually said. My guess would be a couple weeks. What's up, Scholar? I think they're going to tell us something about ladder this week. I really do think they're going to announce official ladder date this week. You like that, Scholar? For those that hadn't seen that Druid video I put out today, I cleared Hell Chaos and Bale with the Summoner Druid wearing a Chthon set. That is PTR. The new summoners. The damage from the summons are pretty decent. I know, Bob. That's your date, and you're going to stick to it. It's probably going to. Well, that would actually be, if they announce it this week, that would be 2 weeks. Yeah, dude, you can't get much more budget than a Chthon set. It's literally level 11. Nah, Charles, Dark Souls was never. That was one of those game styles that I just had never got into. I have a lot of friends of mine that play that. No, they cannot be. Ladder's going to be completely separate. We're going to start from level 1. So everybody's going to start fresh. Ladder's going to be. Anybody that decides to play ladder, you're not going to have any of your stuff that you've farmed. You're going to be starting from scratch, which is kind of the fun part of ladder. Nobody has any of their good stuff. So basically the runes I'm farming now is just kind of finish up some builds on non-ladder.
I can't.
Now, my guess is 3 to 4 months long. I think they're going. I mean, they're going to just. Yeah, the 4 months is probably right. 3 to 4 months was always my guess. But I think back in the day they ran a little longer than that. I don't remember. But yeah, I think somebody had, maybe it was in the interview or it's posted somewhere. Somebody said 4 months, which is fine. That's a good length of time. Was on the stream, yeah. That's a pretty good time frame, I think. I think that's going to fall in a line where by the end of 4 months, we're probably going to be at a point where we pretty much done what we're going to do. Yeah, I think it was 6 months back in the day, but I would agree that's a little long.
Not even death can save you from me.
All right, back to the Sorc. Yeah, probably can. I always give away stuff that I got duplicates, man. And I'll probably be doing some giveaways right before ladder for the guys, for the non-ladder stuff. Depends on what I find. I still probably going to do like a jaw rune or something giveaway, and then maybe some other stuff. Maybe I'll host, when they announce ladder, maybe like a couple days before that, I'll host something and give away some stuff. Paul, there you go, dude. Sir Rune. Yeah, Bob, exactly. If you're just playing a little bit in the evenings, in 3 to 4 months, you'll still be in a good position where you've probably found most stuff. Aaron, I'm the only thing with Wednesday that's kind of thrown kind of a question in my mind is they're actually doing a full server shutdown. Like, game won't be available for an hour, so they're doing something on the live servers. But again, it might be the database changes. So I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. Has it only been 4 months? Yeah, October. Yeah, I mean, we've already been playing for 4. So yeah, I mean, 4 months is actually, you know, a pretty long time frame if you look at it. But they got to give themselves time to, because I think they're going to do stuff like they did with 2.4. I think they're going to do pretty big updates, and they'll probably add another set. Well, they're going to probably grab another bunch of the set items and tweak the bonuses on those. Balance changes are probably going to fall off at some point. But I have a feeling they're going to probably new rune words for sure. So we'll see. Let's go back to the Sorc. Again, I'm looking forward to it. Ladder's gonna be fun. It's always been a thing I enjoyed. Yeah, David. I think they're going to do them every season or every ladder season. I think they're going to do the same. I think they're going to come up with 6 rune words every season, every ladder season, at least 6. This one was actually 7, wasn't it? Because they snuck in the 7th one in the actual PTR drop, didn't they? Because a lot of people skipped past it and just happened to notice it in the list. They added was it obedience? I don't ever remember the name of that one. Obsession. The rune one, the rune staff one. Sergio, as far as an orbs, I don't think orbs is actually in a bad place. I mean, technically, they removed the casting delay between skills with orbs, so I think orbs actually gained a little bit of a buff. Obsession, that's it. Yeah, it was out of the list. It probably was the better one. Um, Flickering Flame is decent. I don't think Orb's that weak, perfectly honest. Trying to remember what Path of, or Project Diablo did to Orb. They did something with Orb, made it a little stronger, but it wasn't like an OP change. Doing a full clear, didn't even realize it. Nice, Zod Rune. Anybody that played Project Diablo remember what they did with the Orb? I thought they actually did something with the spell effect itself that made it a little different. Aki rings, good God. Y'all just trolling now. Yeah, I wish I could remember what that was. Anybody know? They did something specifically with orb in Project Diablo 2 that was actually pretty good. I don't think it was a synergy bump though. I swear they did something with the spell effect itself that made it a little different.
I need mana.
Combustion was fun as hell. I did do that as well. Oh my god, combustion was so fun. That was a good spell that they came up with. I don't think they're ever going to put it to blizzard damage because it's of the way it is. I mean, it's a different type of spell, meaning that you're a lot more mobile with orb. I mean, because you could cast it a lot more often and aim it. It's easier to aim for sure. So I mean, it's kind of created to be different. And if it had the same damage as Blizzard, I think it would be too OP, to be perfectly honest. I think it would be too strong if it had Blizzard damage.
I need mana.
Maybe that's what it was. I don't remember. It was a spell effect change for sure that made it different. Mama, you have a point. I mean, Blizzard can't have a weak Blizzard, right? I accidentally killed everything. There's no need to seal pop, actually. Did they actually tone Blizzard down, or Orb down a little bit in one of the old patches? Is that what it was? Maybe that's what I'm thinking of then. There was something with the spell effect. Yeah, so no cast delay. That's crazy strong. Yeah, Linty, I 100% with you on that. I think they're going to announce it this week. Yeah, because I played Orb Sorc like when the game first came out. That was my build, was Orb Sorc. So maybe it was that they put that cast delay in and made it kind of crappy. I'm not going to see it. I don't see them buffing the damage for Orb up.
I can't carry anymore.
I'm just not seeing it. No, probably not. I'm probably going to play some sort of fire hybrid build. And it's probably going to be like Orb Hydra, maybe? I don't know yet. And, you know, I might end up going back to Lightning once I get all my endgame gear, but I might end up going to Nova. Yeah, that's what I ran. Static orb. I mean, and you just killed everything. There was nowhere you really couldn't farm if you had an okay merc. I mean, some stuff maybe you had to skip on occasion, but Fire's had it worse off for when it comes to immunes. Back then I had multiple Sorcs, but just because you couldn't respec. What's up, Kung Fu? Nice, Benjamin. Is that run 4010? Are you keeping track? That's funny. Well, Lower Cuirassed, it does take so many runs to do Lower Cuirassed. But I mean, for offline play, that's supposed to be the most efficient way to get high runes. Especially if you get a good map. That's how you farm Cuirassed offline. My damage is 5 to 10k on chain and 5 to 25 on regular lightning. But I have an infinity, so that damage is pretty high. Yeah, see, David, that's the thing I'm talking about. We have some really cool options for hybrids now with these changes. So we're going to see a lot of different hybrid builds out there that are going to be viable. Yeah, well, you talking about the recent firewall thing or back in the day? Because they nerfed firewall back in the day. Because let me tell you, if firewall was still the way it was on launch for D2R, I'd probably still be playing it. It was so much fun. Daniel, Blizzard to me is just a really... I don't like the hit or miss of Blizzard and the aiming of it, to be perfectly honest. Because, I mean, you could put it right on top of them. If they're not moving, it doesn't actually hit them. that part kind of sucks with Blizzard. Oops. Yeah, Liam, that thing's... Don't even get me started on that one. How that hasn't been addressed is beyond me. That shouldn't be a game mechanic. And I think they're honestly looking at it as a game mechanic that you need to get the mobs over a platform to kill them. Yeah, exactly, Mama. That's my kind of my point. What up, Lumix? I haven't had crazy finds tonight, but I've had some different stuff actually. We actually had Nat's Claw actually drop earlier, which is, you know, not a useful drop, but kind of a cool one to see because it's so rare. I hear you, Mitchell. Yeah, not a problem, dude. I get that a lot. a lot of people at work listen to the runs, if nothing else. It's kind of funny. Whatever works. Whatever works, right? Linty, a lot of my leveling was here. Yeah, 100%. A lot of it was here. You get I mean, you get a lot of XP off of running chaos, even if you're seal popping. You don't get anything from the mobs that are seal pop, but just clearing the seal. I mean, you could do it so fast and clear the seals and the bosses there that you get a decent amount of XP every run. Being spotted off a bale. That's so crazy. Yeah, I've never been a fan of clearing river. Yeah, it's a TC85 area, so yeah, it's a good place to run. I clear it when I'm going with my paladin because I don't have enigmas on him. But just as a area to farm, I usually don't mess around with river. There's a lot of people that clear river just because of that, because of the monster level 85. I'll get that chaos. I mean, I'll get that griffin in here one day. Yeah, Nova Sorc's going to be so strong. Yeah, 2 sockets and a dagger. Yeah, Bale's... I don't particularly care for running Bale. I mean, I did it just because I was looking for Tal armor at the time, and he has the best drop rate for it. But I mean, just in general, farming specific items is not that great of an idea. But if it works, it works. Gotta check the skull piles. Oh, really, Praetorian? Did you actually look that up on the draw one of those drop tables? I've never actually I've only ever looked at bosses when I check those boss table or the drop tables. I don't look at mobs. Just said that I've found like multiple Mavs helms, which is it's a little maddening. Oh yeah, no, true, Mamba. Especially if I could farm chaos nonstop. If if it's one of them things where you just get bored of farming a certain area, yeah, absolutely, I'll jump to a different spot. Yeah, Ed, pits can be rough. It can. Elite spirit mobs and chaos. Okay, yeah. What's up, Fuzzy? Dan, you're going to have to stop that nonsense. Just because I used that for Overwatch the other night, man, you need to leave it alone. For those that might have missed it, Friday night, I mixed it up and we played Overwatch. Just do something different on stream. and Dan joined in with us. Was looking for other people to play, but Scholar couldn't download the game in 3 hours, so Alan, not too bad. But yeah, I titled the video or titled the stream. What was it? Playing some Overwatch, not your typical grandparents or something like that. Because my wife and I do have a grandchild, and she actually played with me. It was me and the wife streaming playing Overwatch, and anybody that wanted to jump in could. But Dan was the only one that joined me. My name's Wayne. Scholar, we'll get you in on the next one, dude. I plan on doing it again this Friday. So if you're going to be on Friday, definitely going to jump in with us, dude. We're going to run it again. I had a blast. That was so much fun. Yeah, Bruce Wayne. I'm a secret millionaire with a bat car. Batmobile. Yeah, Lapoo, you're definitely going to... I'm going to try and kind of maybe block off Friday nights to play different games. I think it'll be a lot of fun and just play along with the guys that are hanging out. I think that'd be a lot of fun. So yeah, we'll probably be doing it as kind of a regular thing. I hear you, man. Looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun. No, I haven't. Rage games. I don't. It doesn't sound familiar. I don't know what you'd classify as a rage game. Is it meant to make you mad and quit? rage quit? That's Warzone, dude. Getting distracted. I'm gonna get myself killed. I might need to get back on the Chatladen.
Not even death can save you from me.
That's unfortunate, Aaron. Yeah, I will give it to the wife. She plays a lot of different games. She even played Warzone with me. It was a little jumpy, but it was interesting. But she actually loves Overwatch. It's one of her favorite ones. So we play Overwatch quite a bit, or used to. Is that actually a real thing? Lego Harry Potter? Yeah, I skipped out on the Destiny games, and I don't know why. I don't know if it was just because I was just too into some other stuff at the time when they dropped. Sometimes you got to pick and choose what direction you got to go. Yeah, Integra, 100%, man. MW2 is my all-time favorite. It's not even close. All-time favorite. They are definitely rage-inducing, though. Reason why I asked if there was a specific drama or specific genre of games called rage games, because that one those make me mad enough. Yeah, I don't know why I skipped out on Destiny, because I love PvP games. At heart, I'm pretty competitive just in general. It's kind of reason why I like the FPSs. It kind of fills that need for some PvP. And I did, but way back in the day, I got into some serious PvP on D2. But I was mainly doing LLDs. I never got into high-level dueling, but the low-level stuff was a lot of fun. I tell you what's funny to me on Warzone, and I'm actually making clips. I haven't gotten enough together to make a compilation, but in Warzone there's death comms, so if you kill somebody for like a second, you can hear them screaming or yelling or cussing or whatever, which is absolutely hysterical, the person you kill. So I've been like clipping like death comms of people that I kill, and some of them are some of the funniest stuff you've ever heard in a split second. And don't get me wrong, there's some foul stuff that gets said too, but I have heard multiple controller slams, put it that way. And it just, I don't care if the games before that have been absolutely trash, but when you hear somebody slam their controller in that split second, it is the funniest thing in the world. So I've actually been clipping death comms. I'm gonna eventually throw out a compilation of that just to put that out there, because man, some of them are just they're just too good. But see, Warzone, not Call of Duty, and it wasn't. I don't think it was that way in Black Ops, but Modern Warfare always had death comms. Even back like MW2, I remember death comms. And it was always a thing, and it was hysterical. Yeah, conspiracy. Actually, I have. Thanks, Bob. I appreciate you, man. But that stuff, oh my God. I will go out of my way and look for like deathcom compilations on occasion, because they're just the funniest things to listen to. Just for that real, just that 1 second. I had Iraqs in my head when that dropped. I got too many of those. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware of the African warlord guy that did the comms, team comms as a African warlord. Look that up if you haven't. That is some of the funniest stuff in the world. Charles, I did have like three cuts in there, man. He even put me on the thumbnail. I thought that was pretty funny. I didn't have anything for him this last one he put out. Yeah, that warlord stuff is just, oh my God. I don't. I laughed so hard at that. Oh, that was so good. And I don't know how he was doing it. For those that don't know, just look it up and just watch it, because he does like voiceover for like team chat on COD. But he was somehow getting the players' IP addresses, so he was running some sort of hack. But he was like getting info on them and scaring the crap out of the other players while he was talking to them. He even called one of them's house. The reaction's priceless, so it's worth a look if you've never seen it before. Just runes in general tonight have been pretty slim. I haven't even been getting any low runes. Not literally low rune, but the lower tier runes. I think that low rune that I got on PTR has screwed me up. Need to put something on the list, though. Yeah, it was a low rune. Oh, wait. Did I miss a boss? I got him. Did I not kill Vizier? Nah, I didn't kill Viz. God dang it. I hate when I do that. No IS. Oh, Azurath? I think we had this conversation. I couldn't remember if Azurath dropped off Diablo. I think it does. Nah, conspiracy. If you've seen any of my other stuff, I've found so many high runes here. It's kind of crazy. Alright, what we got? Another lightsaber. Yeah, don't need any more of those. I couldn't even tell you how many high runes at this point I've found here. It's kind of crazy. And when I'm not finding them, everybody else is, so. That's what I mean when I say there's people are stealing my mojo. They're literally finding all my drops. Fuzzy, you still on? I am on BNet. Yeah, catch it, Charles. I'm not playing single player. I'm online. I'm on BNet. I give my stuff. I give a lot of this stuff away when I'm done. We got any more crazy weather coming our way? Yeah, I got a jaw rune off Diablo on stream last week. And I got a low rune the day before on stream. I get crazy rune drops here. Snow in Texas? Holy jeez. Well, that last storm front that came through this past weekend went there was I think it was somebody in chat was saying it was snowing in Alabama. Yeah, conspiracy man. I get a ton of runes here. I think all total, like in the last month, I've gotten like 4 jaw runes out of chaos. 2 burrs, couple ohms, a low rune, 2 choms, couple sirs. I mean, this is in just past 3 or 4 weeks. Damn, Integra. No, thank you. I don't like cold weather, dude. I like to look at snow for like a day and then I'm done with it. Yeah, just farming chaos. Yeah, when ladder comes around, as soon as I am strong enough, chaos is going to be my spot, 100%. I mean, I'll test out like the new spots that they've set up, but I'll probably just end up back in chaos. Because I already kind of know that like the red portal areas in Act 5, they're just the density's not going to be there to be worthwhile farming. Some of the other spots might be. I just don't. I'm as far north as I'm gonna go. I just don't do cold weather. Yeah, there you go, Bob. I mean, that's how it works out, dude. Sometimes when you feel like you're in just a really dry spell, I'll switch things up and do something else. And usually it feels like, I mean, it doesn't really work that way, but it feels like it unlocks. Conspiracy. It's been in the, well, that makes sense because I saw somebody on Facebook that was in Florida was like saying something about how cold it was down there. I mean, it happens that way. Like, take my dad for instance. He was, I told him it was like run chaos, but he was on a Zealer, so it's slow going. So he was like, just for the, just to change it up, he went and ran Eldritch and Shank, and like 2 or 3 runs in, he got a Burr rune off a Shank. So I mean, I think for some people it just feels. They get that feeling like I was farming all this and it wasn't working. I go here and immediately get a different, get a good drop. I mean, we all really know how RNG works, but we also know how superstitious Diablo players are. So that's how it works for us. Yeah, exactly, like Tyler's saying. I mean, and it might just be if you'd have done those runs for the next however many in Chaos, you might have gotten drops, but you happen to switch up and you got the drops into that next area. I mean, RNG works. That's just how RNG works. Yeah, it's kind of a. It's kind of an internal bias to where what you think is actually the best. RNG is RNG when it comes down to it. It's what you can kill the fastest. And for me, like seal popping, I could get when I'm in the zone, I could do a seal pop in like 1.5 to 2 minutes. And if you do that for an hour, that's a lot of dead mobs in 1.5 to 2 minutes. And you're going to probably pull something out of that. Yeah, exactly, Tyler. I mean, I would be the same way. I mean, that's just how I am with chaos. It's because I've pulled so many high runes out of here. At this point, I'm like, this is the only place to farm. But I would probably, if I'd been farming like the pits this much, I'd have probably pulled, I don't know of just as many, but I'd have probably pulled a pretty good bit of high runes out of the pits. Or cows, or whatever. See it, conspiracy. It's just how it works. Yeah, Scrunchy, she'll be playing Friday.
Not even death can save you from me.
Yeah, parasites. That's for me. I don't get tired of running chaos. I enjoy it. Even running it this many times at this point. I mean, you guys have seen me run it 1,000 times, but I still enjoy running it.
I am overburdened.
Hell, I don't even know how many times I've already run it tonight since I started. Chris, did you really? You suck. I hate you, man. Where'd you find it? Yeah, Tyler, I do the same thing. I just, if I'm loaded, I'll just go into random people looking for stuff, and I'll just drop it on the ground. So that was a little while back. I went into a tear and found a bunch of Shakos. I mean, I found like 3 in one day. And so one of them, I went into this random games. The guy was going, he was like, he was offering something really low because it was when Shakos were still pretty valuable. He's like Rune for Shako or something like that. And I just went in there and asked him if he'd gotten it yet. And he said no, so I just dropped one on the ground and left. I know that dude was probably freaking out a little bit. Poor guy only had a Rune and he needed a Shako, so I just dropped it. Pendle? Don't even talk to me, man. I refuse to set foot in that place. What's up, Elms? Hadn't seen you in a little bit. I don't know if y'all heard that. That was my wife's bird flying over my head, freaked out. Damn, I hear you, dude. That's a pretty good run. I mean, I give away all my dupes. Duplicates, not dupes. I don't dupe anything. But yeah, anything I got duplicates of that I don't have any use for, I don't trade. I just give them away. I've given away a lot of stuff. It's like early on, I had a run on a Rax. I found a Rax like early, and then I ended up getting like 3 of them in a pretty short period of time. And I think I gave 2 of them away. Yeah, it's pretty decent. I got an ethereal Gladbane. But I mean, I got fortitude on my merc, so I don't have a use for it. Oh yeah, no doubt, Chris. I mean, Griff is really sought after. Everybody's still looking for Griffs. I can't do Pendle. Oh, no. Just can't do it. At this point, I'd take a Griff. Yeah, because I don't trade, so I'd prefer the item drop. I mean, I could get a Griff right now if I wanted to by trading. I don't trade, so for items, so I want that one to be my self-found. Well, Griff's perfect is just the defense, right? There's no random stats on Griff. What's perfect defense on a Griffin? Anybody know off the top of their head? I'm sure one of you guys do. I didn't even realize I had 2 perfect Shakos until somebody told me. What's the rando stats on the Griff? I don't remember. Oh, wait. Yeah. It's the minus resist. I forgot. Yeah. Nah, Shane, there's random defenses on Shakos. That's the only stat. It's just defense. It's weird that that's a thing, though, that people are looking for perfect Shakos. But there's some guys that just min-max to the last detail. I mean, there's been guys like that on D2 since the beginning.
Not even death can save you from
There you go, Elm. I remember we were talking about that. Yeah, I didn't show it in that video that I put out today where I got that low rune on PTR, but in that same run I got a 45 resist sacred targe. I hate PTR. I mean, to find that kind of stuff on PTR is just, you don't want to see it. I mean, some people, once they've found everything, I mean, and it doesn't really even need to mean anything, but then they want to min-max down to the last detail, like perfect items on everything. I mean, the whole scheme of things, one defense point don't mean anything, but to some people it does when they're to that point in the game. Some people just love playing that min-max game on items. And will pay for it. Looks like that's all I'm going to get today is freaking shell runes. Yeah, Praetorian, I'm almost the same way now when it comes to bases. I'm looking for the right base. Like, I don't even want like just a regular base to make something. I want a superior with the 15-3 for weapons and that sort of stuff. That's kind of the point I'm at. That's why I like ladder.
Not even death can save you from me.
Get off me. What is he doing? Oh crap, I'm not even on the wrong weapon. I saw somebody looking for an ogre maul earlier. Bob, I don't know that there's that many people looking for Shakos anymore. They're so they're so common at this point. I mean, when I was doing Shako giveaways, but I was doing it like 2 months ago, and there was still a lot of people looking for them. Right, I got like 3 or 4 on my stashes right now. I mean, there might be some new players still jumping in at this point in the game, but it's hard to find those people. Because usually if they're that new to where they're needing a Shako, they're not really into like the streams or the even like the trade sites and that sort of stuff. Exactly, Liam. It's just the Shakos at this point in the game are just they're just really common. Mitchell, I play solo. Our Discord, if I'll go ahead and pitch it now. Discord link is in the description. We got a great group of people there, and people are gearing up for ladder, and there'll probably be groups that are be forming up on ladder, even just on a daily basis, like people leveling and stuff. I'm going to be just streaming and running solo and just seeing how quick I could get through it. Damn, David. Nice. So many job runes and chaos that I'm hearing about. It's crazy. But yeah, I mean, our Discord is a good resource for people and players, because most of the people that are on our Discord are really consistent and are on. They play a lot, and everybody's just kind of hanging out right now, waiting for ladder at this point. Awesome, David. Well, sounded like it paid off, dude. Yeah, exactly. Ja Rune is definitely a payoff, 100%. I don't think it does. It's just up here. I don't think there's a way to make it display either. I think it's just going to be in the upper corner. There might be a way to turn it on. I don't know. Never really looked. I got so many Akis. David, I mean, what are you playing right now? Are you running like a hammered in or something? What kind of pal are you running? I mean, I guess the immediate thing would probably be an Enigma if you're running a hammered in for magic finding. But if you don't really need gear and you're just rune hunting, I don't know. Depends on when and where. If you like the full clear, if you like the seal pop, that sort of thing. What's that? Ah, troll. Full clear, man. If you like the full clear, maybe go the dream route. See you, Liam. Shane, you're fine, man. Yeah, I mean, it's fun. I don't know if you've seen my Arden, but I ran it as a dual dream for a while. I just now got the pieces to finish it up. So I'm running an Arden now. But it's fun. It's great for full clears. And on non-ladder at least, the Arden's going to get an, or Tesladin or Ardens are going to get an immediate bump from the 2.4 changes as soon as it goes live. So there's that as well. It depends on if you're going to do ladder also. I probably won't be doing any farming on non-ladder once ladder kicks up. Yeah, Tesladins are solid fun, and they'll get stronger in when 2.4 hits. Yeah, it does. It takes a while because, like I said, I traded for one low rune to finish the Arden. All the rest were self found, and it does take some time to put it all together. I just wanted to get the Arden finished up before ladder dropped, and all I was missing was a low rune to finish the dragon armor. So I traded for it. Yeah, 100%, Bob. I would agree with that. They're going to need some help still. I don't think they're going to be that viable. They might be okay, but it's probably going to need to be some really tricked out gear to make them viable. But since they can't put on a shield, I mean, why not dual wield? I mean, a barbarian can dual wield. That's what they are. It still kills me that the freaking Act 1 merc, the rogue, can't use an actual Amazon bow. I mean, what the hell is a rogue? Is that supposed to be an assassin? Then it should be able to put claws on it, right? There's still some stuff that don't make any sense. And crossbows, exactly. It's so dumb. Those kind of decisions make me scratch my head, and that's stuff that they need to look at those. If they want to make other mercs more viable, then they need to address stuff like that. They kind of did it, Chris, with some of the changes. I mean, the weapons all, I mean, that like Mist has an aura, which is actually an okay one for the Act 1 merc. You could well, I don't know, the Act 3s are just so weird. The damage output on the Act 3 mercs are okay, but I don't think they'll be used. Yeah, and they did give the Act 5 merc, was it Battle Shout? So they kind of a thing. But I don't think they're going to make them any more viable right now than the current Act 2 setups. So I still don't think you're going to see a lot of different mercs being used. And it is because of the R's themselves. Battle cry, is that what it was? I mean, that's just not enough. But I said this the other night, and I kind of am still believing this theory. They're going to incrementally increase strengths on stuff. Because it's easier to keep going up versus going up too high and then nerfing. People get really mad at that. So if you buff something too strong and people get used to it and then you nerf it back down, that just pisses people off. But if you incrementally increase just different things like merc strengths, I think that is more accepted than the whole big buff nerf thing. So they might be playing that game. They just might just be too overly cautious about it. Yeah, Jesse. I mean, I get that as well. And the Act 3 Mercenary is kind of fun in that they do put out a little better damage now. But they're still going to be squishy as crap. And the AI is still bad to where they sit still okay, but they're still going to just run into trouble sometimes, just not get out of it. Yeah, Bob. I mean, that's the goal, I think, but they just didn't hit it with this first set. See you, Chris. These first set of changes didn't pull it up to the level of the Act 2 mercs. They got closer, but it's still not there. It's still going to take them some more enhancements to get to that point. Whether they do it through actual changes or if they maybe like add some items that will make them viable. Maybe put infinity in different weapons like they did with Insight. Yeah, that's going to be always the case. Well, that's just in general. You can't please all people all the time. That's just how the world works. Oh yeah, and I mean I do like the changes again that Project Diablo did, where you added more pieces to the mercenary, like belts, gloves, boots. You don't have to do them all. Add gloves. Add one item. That changes up a merc considerably. Just adding one item to the build. An ethereal Bariza would be amazing. Yeah, ethereal bows. That would be funny. But seriously though, say for instance you added gloves to a mercenary. That changes a whole lot of stuff. Just doing that. Oops. I think you should be allowed to do rune words and Wert's leg again. That was a dumb thing to remove. I don't understand that one. Why would they change that? What's it hurting to put a rune word in Wert's leg? Yeah, that kind of stuff needs to be addressed. Maybe they'll get to it. I mean, they definitely needed to put some balance changes in to make some more builds viable. So I think I think they did a decent first pass with 2.4 with balance changes. I mean, there's a lot more that needs to be done, but I think it's a pretty good first pass through. It's not horrible. Not a single one, Tyler. I've seen so many variations of sacred armors drop here in Chaos, but I have yet to get a unique one. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I still like to see drop, but I can't really complain about my drops. That's for sure. I've done pretty well in Chaos. Yeah, I get trolled by the sacred armor drops pretty often. And with 500 magic find, you think I'd have hit at least one by now. I haven't even found the IK armor yet. I still haven't found it. So I haven't even rolled set or unique, which is kind of stupid. I'll find me another train before the night's over. Yeah, IK has eluded me. I found the rest of the set like multiple times over. Still haven't found the armor. Actually, I think I do. Well, maybe not right now. Claw base, one of the ones people look for. No good though. Yeah, I find towel. I don't find the armor that often. I think I've only found 2 towel armors. One of them was here off Diablo. Diablo dropped one of the armors. I've been stashing unique rings. I might ID them all like the day before ladder or something. Ed, are you ballistic on Discord? That's pretty rare. 2 pulls in 1 run.
Not even death can save you from me.
3 what, David? Did I miss something? Merc. Dave, what are you talking about, man? Yeah, don't man, it's not. Well, there I just said, don't say. I just about to say it hadn't dropped me anything. I just picked up a limb rune. That's kind of cool. At least I got a mid rune. Oh, 3. Yeah. One of the guys on our Discord has found at least 10 towel chests. At least 10. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's better than what I've been getting. I always take limb rune. But I've been cubing them up here lately. Oh, okay. Well, the only reason I asked is because there was a guy that's on our Discord that literally has been getting like Tau armors like every day. It's crazy. I never seen anything like it. So I didn't know if that was you. People tend to use different names on different things, so I wasn't sure. I mean, it's kind of funny though, because all of us, I think, have like that 1 or 2 items that we seem to drop that are crazy rare, that nobody else gets, but you keep getting them over and over and over. Yeah, like the wind forces. I haven't yet to find one. But like say for instance, Andes. I've gotten like 10 Andes. Iraqs. I don't even know how many Iraqs I've gotten. And then of course runes. I've had crazy luck on runes, so I can't really complain about drops. It's just, it seems like there's certain items that just elude me, that other people get fairly regular. Hey, a pretty perfect 40 lifer. That's funny. Really, Scholar? What the crap? I thought for sure you'd found them by now. Dude, it's been months since you said that. That's just crazy.
Not even death can save you from me.
I mean, I've found 2 Death Fathoms. That's like one of the rarest items in the game. Yeah, apparently, Scholar. Jeez, man. I went on to, now, to be perfectly honest, it took me forever to find my first pair of Travs, but then they dropped. I've gotten all my Travs here in Chaos. Andrew, unfortunately, man, you're just now scratching the surface. I hate to say it that way, but literally, D2R is a grind game. It really is. Sometimes you get lucky early on and you hit some good drops, but D2 is such a grindy game. I don't even want to know how many hours I've put into this. Is there a slash played in D2? There used to be a thing in World of Warcraft. You'd type slash played and it would tell you how many hours or days you played. Yeah, it's so crazy. Dan, honestly don't know. I almost feel like I'm just kind of floating till ladder. I would like to kind of make a grief though, because I made the grief for my dad, so he has that. I kind of want to make one for myself. That's what I'm saying, Elms. I mean, I don't even really know how much time I've put in. And again, when ladder drops, I'm going to turn right back around and put it in again. Yeah, and there's other games. Like, I mean, after I log off of here, I'll probably play some Warzone tonight. We've still got plans to probably play some Overwatch on Friday. Yeah, Bob, that I would agree with that. Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, most MMOs are kind of grindy, but some are worse than others. Diablo charm. I don't even know if I need to keep any more of these Diablo charms. Yeah, I'm not sure about that that whole Lost Ark thing. I've looked at it a little bit and it didn't look like a game I'd play. David, I kind of thought about it, but it'd be kind of difficult. I mean, for my dad's age, he's pretty technically savvy, but getting him set up on a stream would be pretty tough. I probably need to make a grief. I was just telling somebody that. Yeah, I kind of want to make a grief. Jesus, I don't need any more Diablo charms. I don't need that. Just to have one for my paladin. And at some point, maybe make an exile if I could find a base. So I wouldn't mind flipping my paladin like to a smiter and just doing a bunch of fast ubers so I get some torches. Yeah, I mean, my paladin is pretty tricked out, but he doesn't have a grief. What's up, Arsenal? I had an extra Haas, but I gave it to my son the other day. When I switched to the Arden, I had and I need to keep an eye on it because it's a 200 it's a 200 ED Haas, so it's a perfect one. Yeah, it's just a low room, but I kind of want to find it. Um, my dad has a Haas I gave him, but I want to set him up on a Tesla setup, so I got 2 jaw runes to make him uh, the 2 dream pieces. So I need to find another dream base as well for the shield. There's a few things I want to make because my dad's not going to do ladder, so I'll probably be pushing some stuff onto him. I've already made him a grief, so he has a grief already. But I think the Tesla would actually work out pretty good for him. And once the 2.4 changes come out, it'll be even stronger for him. Azurath's a cool drop. You don't see it very often. I've only ever found the one. I've found like 5,000 lightsabers. I wouldn't mind making a last wish as well. Just to have. Non-ladder is going to be all about just collecting those really rare items at some point. Yeah, grief is strong. Way strong. It killed a lot of items that were pretty viable when grief came out. Let's get that one last rune drop. Oh, is that a jewel? Yeah. I have yet to find like a decent jewel. I'm finding time for it. I was playing some earlier today, Dan. But yeah, I mean, I don't. It depends on your skill level, I guess, at certain point, or how good you want to get. I've been playing for good grief. Shoot, since I was 15, so a long time. Like an IAS ED jewel, like a all resist jewel. I mean, there's several out there.
I am overburdened.
I hadn't even found anything even close to the best I've found is like a 36 or 38 ED jewel, which is in itself is okay. 40 being max, but you want to combo with that with like 15 IAS or something else, and then just I haven't found any good, even close combos of good jewels. Yeah, 15 all res jewels are actually pretty nice. I found one Haas on Andariel, 2 off Mephisto, 2 off of Diablo, and I found an ethereal Haas in Whirlstone Keep. But I mean, I haven't even come close to a decent jewel roll. So, you know, it is what it is. All right, it's actually almost 10 o'clock. I didn't realize how late it was. All right, I'm gonna do one more run. Let's see if we could pull a rune. Did find a limb today, but I don't think a limb is list worthy. I think pool is going to be the bottom on my list. Dan, have you been playing guitar for a while? Yeah, you too, David. Have a good one. Ah, okay. Well, if you've been playing that long, man, it doesn't take long to get back into it. But I guess it's kind of one of them things that's like, where do you want to go from there? Type of thing. So, you know, the way I've been for a while, because, I mean, I've, way back in the day, I did play in a couple bands, but you know, those days are long gone, so I'm not into that, you know, that hardcore playing anymore. So, you know, if my thing is just to the point where if I hear a song and I like it and I want to learn it, that's what I do. And usually that doesn't take too long. So, you know, the time investment's not as tough. It's just getting back into it and the build up, you know, to get my fingers back in shape and that sort of thing. It's a little rough. But I can juggle both. I just have to block off time where I know I'm going to just practice for a while. See you, Ed. Nothing off the mobs. Maybe Diablo will drop us something. I think he dropped us a G-Face last night on the last drop. What is with that? Seriously, last night or yesterday, I think the last thing he dropped was a G-Face. Go figure. All right, guys, I'm going to call it there. But you guys have a good one. I'll be on tomorrow in the afternoon. Wednesday night, I'll be streaming again in the evening. Wednesday's supposed to be the downtime, and so we'll probably discuss what's going on with that. So you guys have a good one, and I'll catch you guys later.